Hi everyone. I'm Z from Susan's family. Today, I'll be showing you the Lotus Breeze. The garment includes the front piece, back piece, sleeves, hems and collar. First, complete the crocheting and sewing of the front and back pieces. Then, finish crocheting and sewing the sleeves. Finally, crochet the hems and collar. Let's first take a look at the structure of the front and back pieces. Both are made up of 9 motifs. The second motif on the front and back pieces has an identical overall pattern. The only difference is the neckline cut in the middle. The rest of the motifs all correspond identically. These 9 motifs consist of 5 different patterns in total. They are named Pattern 1, Pattern 2, Pattern 3, Pattern 4, and Pattern 5. After completing the central pattern of each motif, you need to work single crochets around the outer edge. Finally, sew them together. Now, please watch as I demonstrate. First, let's learn the first motif. The center of this motif is Pattern 1. You will need to crochet the shoulder part sloping at the top. Pattern 1 starts with a foundation chain. Work back and forth along the foundation chain. Do not cut the yarn after finishing. Work a round of single crochets around the outer edge. Next, please watch as I demonstrate. Start with a foundation chain. For convenience in viewing, the video uses cotton yarn for demonstration, and the colors are random. For specific yarn, color schemes, and hook sizes, please refer to the product detail page and paper instructions. If you're not very familiar with foundation chain cast on, please refer to the detailed video. Hold the yarn with your left hand. Pick up the crochet hook with your right hand. Position it below the yarn. The hook head should be pointing downward. Wrap the yarn counterclockwise once. Use your left thumb and middle finger to pinch where the yarn crosses. Put the hook on the left side of the yarn. Wrap the yarn counterclockwise. Draw the yarn through. The starting knot doesn't count as one stitch. Pull both the yarn on your left index finger and the yarn tail at the same time. Tighten it slightly. This step begins the chain stitches. Yarn over. Draw the yarn through. One chain stitch is now complete. The loop on the hook. The braid below represents 1 stitch. Continue crocheting chain stitches. Yarn over and draw the yarn through. This is the second stitch. Repeat this process. Continue crocheting chain stitches. Keep going until you finish the required number of stitches. After every few stitches, you need to move your left hand towards the hook a little. This is the method for crocheting chain stitches. Once everyone has completed the foundation chain, check the stitch count. 1 braid counts as 1 stitch. The loop on the hook doesn't count. Then start crocheting the first row. When we look at the chart, follow the arrow direction. For example, for the first row, read the chart from right to left. The second row is read from left to right. Afterwards, alternate between right to left and left to right. At the beginning of the first row, make 3 chain stitches, which count as 1 double crochet. Then work 1 chain stitch. Next, find the 7th chain stitch from the end. pick up 2 strands of yarn above it and work 1 double crochet, yarn over once. Insert the hook. Here I am picking up 1 strand of yarn above to crochet. Yarn over, draw the yarn through. There are 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on the hook. Now there are 2 loops left. Yarn over again, pull through all loops at once. That's a double crochet completed. There is a V shape formed by 2 strands of yarn on the top right side. This is the stitch of this double crochet. Continue with 1 chain stitch. Skip 1 chain stitch next. On the second chain stitch from the left, work a double crochet. Yarn over once. Insert the hook. For the rest of this row, you'll be working double crochets. Always pick up 2 strands of yarn from the top of the chains. Draw the yarn through. Yarn over on after another. Pull the yarn through the first 2 loops. Repeat 2 times. Another double crochet is now complete. Continue with 1 chain stitch. Skip 1 stitch next. On the second chain stitch from the left, work a double crochet. Continue on the next 2 adjacent chain stitches on the left, working 1 double crochet in each. Here you've just worked 3 double crochets in a row. Move on to chain 4. Skip 1 stitch next. Then work 3 double crochets. One chain stitch. Skip 1 stitch next. 1 double crochet. One chain stitch. Skip 1 stitch next. Work 1 more double crochet. 1 chain stitch. Continue alternating between 1 double crochet and 1 chain stitch. Repeat the process 2 more times. Each time, skip 1 stitch and work a double crochet. For convenience in explaining, we will consider 3 consecutive double crochets, 4 chain stitches, 3 double crochets, and such 4 double crochets with 5 chain stitches as one group. Continue repeating this group pattern. Work only chains on top each time. Below, always skip 1 stitch and work a double crochet. Complete this row. the last double crochet will perfectly land on the last chain stitch. You can notice that the ending is an incomplete group. Now, I have finished crocheting the first row. For pattern 1, we will take the right side texture of the first row as the front side of the entire motif. It means that when the right side is facing you, the starting tail of the yarn is at the bottom left corner. Continue with the second row. This row is crocheted on the wrong side. From now on, all charts will be viewed from the side where the chain stitches are located. Start with 3 chain stitches, which count as 1 double crochet. Match it with the edge double crochet. Then make 1 slip stitch. Turn to the wrong side. Pay attention. When viewing from the wrong side of a row, the stitch corresponds to the braid at the top left. On the second double crochet stitch, work 1 double crochet. One chain stitch. On the left double crochet stitch, work 1 double crochet. In the chain space, 1 double crochet. On the left stitch, 1 double crochet. Three chain stitches. In this large space, work 1 single crochet, which means insert the hook. Yarn over. Draw the yarn through. 2 loops remain on the hook. Yarn over. Pull through all loops at once. Single crochet completed. Likewise, the 2 strands of yarn that make up the V on the top right side are the corresponding stitches. Then work 3 chains. Continue on the third double crochet stitch here. In this space, and the adjacent stitch, work 1 double crochet each. When completed, alternate between 1 chain and 1 double crochet. Repeat twice. The double crochets go into the bottom double crochet stitches. After completion, work 1 more chain. Next, starting from here with the continuous 3 double crochets, repeat this stitch pattern. Continue all the way to the last chain of this row. When done, on the third chain of the turning chain, which is this double crochet stitch, and the second chain from the left side. Pick up 2 strands of yarn and work the final double crochet. The second row is now complete. Move on to the third row. This row will be crocheted on the right side again. When crocheting on the right side, always read the chart from right to left. When crocheting on the wrong side, always read the chart from left to right. First, simply crochet 4 chains. Flip to the right side. Starting from the second double crochet, work 3 double crochets evenly. For motif 1, whenever pointing to a chain, it means you will crochet into the chain space. All the rest are crocheted into the corresponding stitches. Therefore, here you pick up 2 double crochet stitches and the middle chain space to work double crochet. After completing it, work 3 chains. Then in these 2 holes, and the middle single crochet stitch, work 1 single crochet each. Then crochet 3 chains. Skip 2 stitches next. Crochet 3 double crochets correspondingly. One chain stitch. Skip this chain stitch. Crochet 3 double crochets correspondingly. Next, starting from these 3 chain stitches, repeat crocheting this stitch pattern. Continue all the way down to the last chain stitch. After completion, crochet the last double crochet in the third chain of the turning chain. We pick up 2 strands of the chain to crochet. The third row is completed. Continue with the fourth row. This row is crocheted on the wrong side. Start with 3 chain stitches. Turn to the back side. In this space, and the adjacent stitch on the left, work 1 double crochet in each. After completing, chain 4. Then in these 2 spaces, and the middle 3 stitches, work 1 single crochet in each. After completing, chain 4. In the middle 3 stitches, work 1 double crochet in each. Next, starting from these 4 chains, repeat this stitch pattern until you finish the row. Note, for every row of motif 1, the last stitch should always be worked into the 3rd chain of the turning chain. Pick up 2 strands and work 1 double crochet. For the last 2 double crochets of this row, you can first insert through the hole and work 1. Then pick up the 3rd chain and work 1. Alternatively, you can work 2 directly into the hole. For similar situations later on, just refer to this demonstration here. Now, I finished the 4th row. Let's continue with the 5th row. Work 4 chains right away. Turn your work. On the 3rd stitch, work 1 double crochet. Work 2 double crochets into the large hole on the left. Chain 4. On these 5 single crochets, for the middle 3 stitches, work 1 single crochet into each stitch. Chain 4. Work 2 double crochets into this large hole. Work 1 double crochet into the left stitch. Then chain 1. Now start from these 3 double crochets. Repeat this stitch pattern. Finish this row. After completing it, continue with the 6th row, chain 4. Turn your work. On the 2nd double crochet, work 1 double crochet. Chain 1. On the 3rd double crochet, 1 double crochet. 2 double crochets in the left side space. Chain 4. In the middle stitch, 1 single crochet. Chain 4. 2 double crochets in the large space. 1 double crochet in the left stitch. Chain 1. Skip 1 stitch, 1 double crochet. 1 chain. Start from the first double crochet. Repeat the stitch pattern in this section. Complete this row. Once done, continue with row 7, chain 4. Turn your work. On the second and third double crochets. Work 1 double crochet on each, then work 1 chain after each stitch. Next, on the third double crochet, work 1 double crochet, work 2 double crochets in the hole. Then work 1 chain. Continue with 3 double crochets symmetrically to the front part. Work 1 chain. Work 1 double crochet. Work 1 chain and 1 double crochet. Work 1 more chain. Starting from the first double crochet, repeat the stitch pattern of this section. Continue until you finish this row. After completing row 7, continue to follow row 8. This row also starts with 4 consecutive chains. Then turn your work and work double crochets and chains. Everyone can finish by referring to the chart. The stitch pattern of row 9 is identical to row 1. The first row is entirely crocheted on the foundation chain. Row 9 should be worked in the corresponding stitches or chain spaces. Everyone, refer to the chart, and finish rows 8 and 9 as well. It should be noted that, if a ball of yarn is about to run out, you need to join a new yarn. You can start by working an incomplete double crochet, meaning don't pull through at the end. Then pick up the new yarn. Pull the yarn through all loops at once. Gently tighten the yarn tail slightly. Continue crocheting as usual. After working a few stitches, you can tie a knot to secure the tail. The ends can be woven in later. This is the method for joining yarn. If you encounter a knot in the skein, you can cut it out. and then join the yarn to continue crocheting. After completing the first 9 rows, next, repeat rows 2 through 9, all the way until row 19. Do not cut the yarn after finishing. Pay attention, after working a few rows, you can measure the width, since every iron's crochet tension may vary. The size of what you make might be slightly different. As long as it's close to the dimensions marked on the chart, that's fine. If the difference is too big, you need to adjust your tension or change the crochet hook, and start crocheting again. After completing the first 19 rows, continue with row 20. Some rows are omitted in this sample swatch. Start with 1 chain stitch, turn to the wrong side. Then make a slip stitch in the hole on the left side. The solid oval represents that the slip stitch should not be pulled too tight. Work 1 chain stitch. Then slip stitch into the middle double crochet stitch. Work 1 more chain stitch, slip stitch into the large gap on the left side. This is essentially bringing the yarn to the position of the large gap. Next, work 1 chain stitch, then make 2 single crochets into the large gap. After completing that, work 1 single crochet into each of the 2 single crochets on the left side. Then work 1/2 double crochet on the left single crochet stitch. On the large gap on the left side, work 3/2 double crochets. Two chain stitches. Continue referring to the chart to complete this row. After completing it, proceed to work row 21. Refer to the chart and continue working the corresponding stitches. After finishing with the last 3 single crochets, work 2 more chain stitches. Then work a slip stitch in the large gap on the left side. After completing it, proceed to work row 22. First, secure the yarn in place. Then flip to the wrong side. Pull the yarn through the corresponding large chain space. Make sure the carried yarn is not too tight. Keep it slightly loose. Next, work 3 chain stitches. On the middle stitch of these 3 single crochets, work 1 double crochet. Continue referring to the chart to finish this row. Don't cut the yarn after finishing. This completes the pattern in the middle of the motif 1. Next, work a round of single crochets around the outer edge. I'll demonstrate it briefly. The outer edge single crochets are worked on the right side. Work 1 chain stitch. Flip to the right side. Work 1 single crochet into the edge stitch. Work 1 single crochet into the hole on the left side. Continue to refer to the chart. Work single crochets into the corresponding stitches or chain spaces. In some areas, there may not be clear holes or stitches. Pick up a few strands along the edge and work the stitch there. Additionally, for the position with 3 consecutive single crochets, you can work 1/2 double crochet each instead. This will make the diagonal line as flat as possible. When crocheting, when you encounter carried yarn, wrap the carried yarn into the stitches. Let me explain this part. The number of single crochets for the edging can be adjusted as needed. Make sure that after finishing, the fabric piece is roughly flat. If you adjust the single crochet count, pay attention to the motif it will be sewn together with. The corresponding edge should also have its single crochet count adjusted. At least make sure it doesn't differ by too much. This makes it more convenient for sewing later. After completing the single crochets here, work 1 chain stitch at the corner, then continue working single crochets evenly on this side. You can refer to the chart for crocheting. Generally, you work 2 stitches for each row correspondingly. Some rows will have only 1 stitch worked. This is because different motifs need to be sewn together later. You need to ensure that the number of single crochets on the 2 edges being sewn together is the same. The swatch has fewer rows here, so this situation is not to be taken as a reference. Refer to the chart for the specific stitch picking situation. After completion, work 1 chain stitch at the corner. Then find the insertion point for the double crochet on the edge. Which is right here. Insert your hook into this insertion point, and work 1 single crochet. After finishing, continue in the holes or double crochet insertion points on the left side, working 1 single crochet for each position. Keep going all the way down to the end of this double crochet insertion point. After completing, here you need to work 1 single crochet in this hole, and also in the chain stitch that corresponds to the turning chain. If you can't find the exact spot, an approximate location will do. Next, work one corner chain stitch. Continue crocheting on this side while referring to the chart. After completing the last single crochet, work one more chain stitch. Then, make a slip stitch join in the first single crochet stitch. The solid circle indicates that the slip stitch should be tightened. After completing, fasten off the yarn normally. This completes the explanation for the first motif. After you finish crocheting, you can measure the dimensions. They should be close to the ones marked on the schematic. Finally, weave in all the tails following the fabric's texture, hiding them on the wrong side. Make sure to weave in the entire tail. Since the front and back pieces differ only in the motif 2, all other motifs are identical. Additionally, the color schemes are the same. Therefore, except for the motif 2, you can crochet 2 identical pieces for each of the other motifs. Let's move on to the motif 2. The arrow here indicates the reference position for picking up stitches in the first round of the neckline. You can ignore it for now. In the middle is pattern 2. Pattern 2 also starts with a foundation chain. Crochet back and forth along the foundation chain. For the back piece, you need to shape the neck opening by working the last 2 rows in the middle. Finally, work single crochets along these 3 edges. For the front piece, you need to shape the neckline by working the last 8 rows in the middle. Finally, work single crochets along these 3 edges as well. Please watch me demonstrate. Start with a foundation chain. The number of chains is based on the chart. Here, I'm working on a small sample, so the number of chains is smaller. The focus is on explaining the technique. After completing the foundation chain, begin the first row, chain 3 to start. This counts as 1 double crochet, then work 1 chain. Next, in the 7th chain from the hook, work 1 double crochet. Work 1 chain. Skip 1 stitch. Next, work 1 double crochet. Work 1 chain. Continue to alternate between 1 double crochet and 1 chain. For each double crochet, skip 1 stitch. The ending should be right on the last chain. Work 1 double crochet. The first row of the sample is now complete. For pattern 2, we also use the right side of the first row as the right side of the entire motif. Continue with the second row. This row is worked on the wrong side. Start by working 4 chains. Turn your work. On the second double crochet, work 1 double crochet. Work 1 chain. Continue working 1 double crochet in each double crochet stitch below, and work 1 chain between the double crochets. Keep going all the way down until the position of the double crochet stitch before the turning chain. After completing this double crochet, work 1 chain. Then at the top of the turning chain, which is the second chain position on the left side of this double crochet stitch, pick up 2 strands and work the last double crochet. If you can't find it exactly, an approximation is fine. The second row of the swatch is now complete. Continue with the third row, work 3 chains, counting as 1 double crochet, then work 3 more chains. Turn your work. Then on the third chain, pick up 1 to 2 strands, and work 1 double crochet. Next, on the third double crochet stitch below, work a bobble stitch with 3 double crochets. That is, in this stitch, work 3 incomplete double crochets at the same time. Then yarn over, and pull the yarn through all loops at once. That's a bobble stitch with 3 double crochets. We'll call it the bobble stitch from now on. Continue with 3 chain stitches. Then on the first chain, pick up 1 strand here, which means inserting your hook into this hole, and work 1 double crochet. For the rest of this row, starting from this bobble stitch, repeat this stitch pattern. I'll demonstrate one more group. Skip 1 double crochet. On the second double crochet from the left, work 1 bobble stitch first. Then chain 3. Insert your hook into this hole, and work 1 double crochet. Repeat this process, continuing to repeat the pattern. And at the top of the turning chain, that is, on the second chain, from the left of this double crochet, pick up 2 threads and work 1 double crochet. That concludes the third row. Now continue with the fourth row, start by chaining 4 directly. Turn your work. Work 1 single crochet into this hole. Chain 1. Work 1 double crochet on the bobble stitch. Chain 1. For the rest of this row, work 1 single crochet into each hole. Chain 1. Then work 1 double crochet on the bobble stitch. Chain 1. Keep crocheting. At the end, work 1 more double crochet on the turning chain. That concludes the 4th row. Now continue with the 5th row. The stitch pattern for this row is identical to the first row. The only difference for this row is that you work the stitches directly into their corresponding stitches. Just continue crocheting until you finish this row, then repeat rows 2 through 5. For the back piece, keep going until you finish row 16. For the front piece, continue until you finish row 10. Pay attention, after crocheting a few rows of each motif, you can measure the dimensions to make sure they're correct, and when everything is completed, ensure that the dimensions match closely with those indicated on the chart. Next, I will explain the rows for shaping the neckline of both the front and back pieces. If it's the back piece, after completing the first 16 rows, continue with the remaining 2 rows. These 2 rows need to be worked separately on each side. Start with the right side of row 17. Begin by making 4 chain stitches. Turn your work. Then work 1 double crochet together with 1 treble crochet as a cluster. Start on the left single crochet stitch. Work 1 incomplete double crochet. Then work 1 incomplete treble crochet on the left double crochet stitch. That is, yarn over twice, and start crocheting. Yarn over again, draw the yarn through all loops at once. That's a double crochet and treble crochet cluster. Then work the right side of the last row. Start with 3 chain stitches. Turn your work. Work 1 double crochet on the chain stitch. After completing, fasten off the yarn normally. Then move on to the left side, flip to the front side. Join the yarn in the first double crochet stitch to the right of the turning chain. Start with 3 chain stitches. Work 1 double crochet in the single crochet stitch on the left. Work 1 chain stitch. Work 1 double crochet on the turning chain. After finishing, work the last row, make 2 chain stitches. Flip to the wrong side. In this double crochet stitch, work 1 treble crochet. After completing, don't cut the yarn. Next, work single crochets along these 3 edges. Make 1 chain stitch. Flip to the right side. On the edge stitches, work 1 single crochet. In the chain space, work 2 single crochets. From now on, all edging for the motifs will be done on the right side. Please continue to refer to the chart, and complete the single crochets along these 3 edges. After finishing, fasten off the yarn and weave in the ends. Note, if the stitch count was adjusted on the edge that is sewn to the previous motif, it's best to make a corresponding adjustment here as well. This won't be repeated in later steps. That concludes the second motif of the back piece. If it's the front piece, After completing the first 10 rows, continue with the remaining 8 rows. These 8 rows should also be crocheted separately on both sides. Start with the left side of row 11. Here, left refers to the actual left side when wearing it. Begin crocheting as usual. The stitch pattern changes at the end. After completing the second to last bobble stitch, work 3 chains. Then skip 1 double crochet, crochet 1 bobble stitch. Work 1 double crochet into the hole on the left side. Crochet 1 half double crochet into the left stitch. Continue with 3 single crochets on the left side. After completing, join with a slip stitch into the left stitch. Row 11 is now completed. Move on to row 12. First, secure the yarn in place. Flip to the wrong side. Transition the yarn into the hole between these 2 bobble stitches. Then make 2 chain stitches. Work 1 double crochet into the left stitch. In this chain space on the left, crochet 1 single crochet. Make 1 chain stitch. Continue crocheting normally across the row. After completing, start row 13 with normal crochet stitches. Change the stitch technique for the last few stitches. Refer to the chart to finish this row. After completing, start row 14 with chain and slip stitches. Bring the yarn to the corresponding position, then begin crocheting the matching stitch techniques. After finishing, start row 15 with normal crochet stitches. After completing this bobble stitch, end with 1 double crochet decrease. That is, work on the chain space, and stitch on the left side. Crochet 1 incomplete double crochet in each of them. Then yarn over, pull the yarn through all loops at once. Continue referring to the chart to finish the remaining 3 rows. After completing, fasten off the yarn. That concludes the 8 rows on the left side. Now move on to the right side, which will be the actual right side when worn. Start row 11 on the front side. Join the yarn in the double crochet stitch below the turning chain. The swatch has fewer stitches. Work 1 chain. Crochet 3 single crochets on the corresponding side on the left. Continue referring to the chart to finish this row. After completing, the remaining rows do not involve any new stitch techniques. Everyone can continue following the chart for crocheting. After finishing, crochet single crochets along these 3 edges according to the chart. This brings us to the end of the second motif on the front piece.